Power Pack meeting. Sorry, I cut off the words there, but looks like it was kind of like a bike rodeo. Maybe everybody bought their bikes to the last pack meeting for Pedal Power Pack meeting. What a great idea! And obviously, it's always fun when you can bring the bikes to a pack meeting. But anyway, thanks Pack 597 for sharing that one. And if you want to get your highlights on the news and notes for each week, send us your pics. You can send pictures into our Facebook page or just share them with us here. NEGA BSA is our Facebook, or grab that QR code there and share your highlights from the week and show us the big adventure from around the Northeast Georgia Council. I know a lot of times when we're on this show, it's a lot of Appalachia District folks, but that's just because they come straight off of my phone. So they come straight off of this phone right here. So, but I like to share stuff from packs and troops from all over the council, representing all the 26 counties. But so share those with us there here for get your unit highlights in. to us each week before we actually record this, I think, on a Thursday, but it airs on a Sunday. So if you get it to me Monday or Tuesday, or you can DM it to me, or you can email it, or text it over to me if you have that number. And we'll get you on the news for this week, sharing your big adventure. Thanks for sharing, everybody, this week in the news and notes. And now time for the news and notes for the Northeast Georgia Council this week. Some repeats from last week when you saw Alex on the show this past Sunday. This is for this Sunday, March the 30th. It is pre-recorded, but I'm going to roll through several highlights here, some of which he covered, but I'm going to go a little more in depth on a couple of things that are upcoming, or a little further looking out. But also, there will be timestamps down in the description if you're viewing this on the rewatch on our YouTube channel. You can skip ahead. I hope you won't. I hope you'll watch the whole thing, because that helps out our channel when you watch the whole thing. But I did put the timestamps down in the description. So hit those timestamps, go straight to the news that matters most to you. And alongside the timestamps, there will be a link to the information that you need, so you don't have to surf around on our website. That's all brought to you here by the 12 Point Studio. And this segment brought to you by the camp card sale. It's $10 per camp card. If you need more camp cards, you get with your scout leader this week and make sure you have enough camp cards to make sure you can pay your own way to summer camp. Every scout needs to go to camp this year, and the way to do that is by selling camp cards. What a great deal. And so many great offers on our camp cards this year. Hopefully everybody's out there selling this past weekend. And if you need tips and tricks, just get with your scout leader or call your district executive for tips, tricks, and best practices on how to make your camp card sale a huge success. Let's get out and sell some camp cards this week, you guys. Coming up first in the news and notes, and we're going to burn through it today. Spring Fling, the new dates, and you've gotten this. We've talked about it up and down and backwards again, but Bend the Elements, an awesome program planned for you coming up this April 4th through the 6th is the rescheduled dates, and I hope you'll join us. If you didn't get a chance to pre-register before the original dates, registration is still open right now through the top part of this week. It will close soon in just a couple of days, so go ahead and get registered now for Bend the Elements, our Spring Fling event, and the new dates there, April 4th through the 6th at Scoutland. It is going to be a lot of fun. And we're hoping for good weather. I'm wearing my Scoutland shirt to kind of celebrate spring camping at Scoutland. It's the first of our spring camping events, and one you don't want to miss. Spring Fling, Bend the Elements, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've talked a lot about it in past episodes, so I won't keep you on that. Coming up towards the end of April, it's the Eagle Banquet, and grab this QR code. The Eagle class of 2024 celebrates all of our Eagle Scouts from this past year, and we hope you'll be able to join us for the Eagle Banquet. For those of you who don't have an Eagle Scout but would like to support or sponsor an Eagle Scout for the Eagle Banquet, hit that QR code, and there will be a way for you to do that as well. Or you could join us if you are an Eagle Scout mentor or somebody who's been instrumental in the life of one of our young people who earned the rank of Eagle Scout in the 2024 class. We hope you'll join us for the Eagle Banquet coming up. That's a great celebration every year. It's at this one we honor the there's a distinguished Eagle Scout from our council that will honor at that as well. The 2024 class selects one past alumni or Eagle Scout, and we're going to name that person at the Eagle Banquet as well. So hit that QR code, get registered and signed up, and make sure all your guests get invited to the Eagle Banquet coming up on April 26th at Gainesville First Baptist Church. So hope you'll be there for that. Okay. And then the next big spring camping event is the Spring Family Camping Weekend. And this is a great theme as well, navigating your way, all about navigating the world around you at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. One of the few times that Cub Scouts gather at Camp Rainy Mountain is the Spring Family Camping event. And this is one of the largest events of the year for our council. There will be hundreds of scouts at Camp Rainy Mountain. It is a lot of fun. This is a pretty impressive event to see if you've never been there. Lots of outdoor events surrounding the Navigating Your Way theme, and also just typical things that you get to do at Camp Rainy Mountain, like fishing, hiking, and camping. Of course, we'll have the big campfire, big bonfire at Spring Family Camping Weekend, April 25th through the 27th, and just part of our spring camping series here. Grab that QR code, and we hope you'll join us. We hope your whole pack will be there, and you want to go ahead and get your reservations marked right now to save, because I think the early bird savings goes away very soon. So join us for Spring Family Camping Weekend at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. This segment brought to you by our 90th anniversary celebration, and we talked about this at the top of the show, but the Northeast Georgia Council celebrates its 90th anniversary, and you can commemorate that by purchasing or pre-ordering your 90th anniversary collection. You can get one or the other or both in the collection, and add that to your collection by hitting that QR code or joining us on the web at nega-bsa.org/90 anniversary series. Get these collector patches before. This is actually the pre-order phase, but once pre-order is over, they only order a handful more past that, and they will run out because it's the 90th anniversary. You know how crazy the patch people are. Don't wait. While you're thinking about it, go ahead and go online and do that right now, and order your 90th anniversary collection, and add that to your collection. It's a beautiful set, and we're excited about celebrating 90 years. There's going to be a lot more 90th anniversary celebration things coming up, not just a patch sale, but other things to commemorate the 90th anniversary of the Northeast Georgia Council in such a beautiful way, though, is this collection. So hope you'll grab that before the pre-sale ends. Coming up this spring on May 3rd, it is Georgia's Scout Show at the University of North Georgia. And a lot of fun things because of the location change. We're actually able to do quite a few more things. There's a great big stage there, like an amphitheater there. There's also a pond there. And so for the first time in a long time, we'll have fishing and other things around the pond there at the University of North Georgia for the Georgia Scout Show, one of the most different scout shows that you'll see, that you will have seen in a long time. But it also includes the annual council championship race of the Pinewood Derby. So if you're a district winner, and most district races haven't happened yet, but if you are a district winner, you advance automatically to the council race that goes on every year at the Georgia Scout Show. And this year it's going to be at the University of North Georgia, May 3rd. Put that on your calendars. Every troop should do a display of some kind, even if you're only out there just for the day. We need every troop to participate and show off your skills, especially your outdoor skills. And then also every pack can put on a carnival event or some kind of stage, some kind of event or display that your Cub Scout pack is really proud of. Something maybe that you've been working on all year, or something that you're just really good at as a Cub Scout pack or Scouts BSA troop. Every unit should be out there celebrating the Scout Show and putting on a great display because it's open to the public, and there will be people from all over Georgia that come to see the Scout Show and to see scouting in action. So join us, put it on your calendar, and plan to be there and put on a display with your Cub Scout pack or Scouts BSA troop for Georgia's Scout Show going on May 3rd. There you go. All right, and then of course I put the slide up here about the Pinewood Derby to talk about that. The annual council championship race is going on that day. When you're at your district race, you'll get actually a special flyer, and it's probably color coded in some way from your district race officials to advance to the council race. And you need that. That's your ticket in to the council race to be sure that you can that you can take part in the council race. All of the same official Northeast Georgia Council Pinewood Derby rules apply across the board, and the official check-in and weigh-in and process will be done at the Pinewood Derby on the morning of. More details about the Council Championship race coming up soon in the lead up to the Georgia's Scout Show coming up at University of North Georgia in Gainesville. Looking forward to that. We got a lot of training coming up, and I have some training slides that I will burn through. We did just finish the BALOO training and the Intro to Outdoor Leader Skills training, but we have more of those coming up. So if you'll hit this QR code, it takes you to our website, and all of the training dates included in BALOO training and IOLS for the entirety of 2025. It's all on the calendar. Different dates and locations abound. And so take a look at that and plan now. Every unit, every Cub Scout pack has to have at least one BALOO leader trained before your group can go camping. And really what that means is that you need more than one, because what if that one guy or one gal can't go, right? You're going to need another one. So make sure that you have enough leaders trained in BALOO. And then also IOLS is an important one for Scouts BSA troops, but that you just want to make sure that you have these trainings so that you're at least minimally and fundamentally equipped to take Scouts in the out of doors on the most basic camping trips. You just want to make sure that you have those trainings. So scan that QR code and hit that. We're probably gonna talk about BALOO and IOLS on every episode, just so you know. So that's why I'm kind of burning through that one. Really, in the training segment today, the main one I wanted to talk to you about is it's almost time, everybody. Woodbadge 2025 is about to begin. We're going back to Gilwell, friends, and I'm hearing from the course director we are just seven or eight adult leaders away from being a full course, and I think you're out there. I think there are seven or eight. There might be seven or eight watching this show right now. You could be the person that puts the last antelope in line, and so please don't wait. Go right now. It's a Sunday afternoon. You're not doing anything else. Click the QR code and let's get registered for Woodbadge. Let's have a full course for our course director this year. Going on this year, the first weekend. Let me biggie size that real quick. Going on the first weekend, April 25th through the 27th. So if you're available and able to make it to both of the weekends, you got to be at both of them. But go online and register. Woodbadge really is all it's cracked up to be. I know you hear us talk about it a lot, and you hear Woodbadgers rave about this course. But you know, and when I went through, I'm wearing my SR 830 hat here because I went back through it way long, back in 2007. But when I went through it, I thought I had already done everything, and man, was I wrong. When I went to Woodbadge, they really prove it right that it is the pinnacle of leader training, and it is the very best way to be prepared to lead young people on the big adventure, no matter if you're a Cub Scout leader or a Scouts BSA troop leader or a venturing crew leader. And any leader that should go to Woodbadge, and you could do it this year. We've got 7 or 8 spots left as of the time of recording. We may have fewer than that today on a Sunday here, March 30th. So please don't wait. Go. Let's go get registered for Woodbadge. And not to belabor the point, but what every Woodbadge staff aspires to be, the NYLT staff wants me to let you know every troop should be sending at least one scout to the National Youth Leadership Training. That's all I'm going to say about it. There's 2 weeks. They're almost full. And when they're full, the scouts that didn't get a chance to sign up are going to be crying on the outside looking in. That's a guarantee. So we're going to fill up that course too. National Youth Leadership Training, 2 weeks to choose from. Go choose them right now and get signed up for the National Youth Leadership Training course. This next segment is I kind of cheated. This is it's actually in 3 parts of our 12 points, but is all about the summer of Cub Fun. And I'm going to go we're going to have a special show that's just about the summer of Cub Fun, but I wanted to go just a little bit deeper. You've seen our posts. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong way. You've seen our posts on Facebook about these 3 Cub Scouting events. And why are there 3? We call them the big 3. Number 1, it's important for you to know, is three distinct opportunities for your scouts to go camping or do an outdoor adventure this year for Cub Scouts. One of the things that's hard to impress upon elementary school and Cub Scout aged parents is that Cub Scouts isn't over at crossover. It's not over in May. It actually when school ends, Cub Scouts still keep going, and so this is a part of it. And then also as a jump start to your next Cub Scouting year, in your next rank. So like in May, when we all cross over, wolves become bears, bears become webelos, webelos become AOLs, and you can get a head start on your rank. So at the very first pack meeting of the year, when we do back to pack in late July or August, or when we do our very first pack meeting with all of our new friends, you're the ones that went to summer camp and did these three things are going to take home some awards, while all the others are just kind of going to be sitting there for the first pack meeting watching you get awards. So, but one of them, one of the main awards that that you can get is the Summertime Pack Award, and you do that by participating in some kind of Cub Scout activity every single month of May, June, July, and August. And here's three really good. So you're gonna do. I know you're gonna go to your back to pack later in the summer, but here's three right off the bat that kind of get you right in line with the Summertime Pack Award. So let's talk about each one. The first one coming up, Invention Convention, is what we're calling Cub Scout Day Camp and Twilight Camp. Now, this is not a spend the night camp, and so some parents may not realize this, especially new parents may not realize this, and they hear the word camp and they think, oh my gosh, we got to get a new tent, we got to get sleeping bag. You don't need any of that stuff. This is a daytime camp. It only lasts for a couple of hours each day and goes for 5 days. So if it's a day camp, it goes in around the 26 counties. The daytime camps go from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Just like a regular long day. With lots of fun-filled activities, and they'll go from station to station doing range and target activities, lots of crafts, outdoor games, sports, advancements, and just so many fun things going on. And it centers around our theme of Invention Convention. And so every camp director in the Northeast Georgia Council knows that that's our theme. And so everything's going to center around kind of the idea of being inventors, and I think it's a great theme, and just going to be so much fun. The Twilight camps go from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. in the evening times. Sometimes that's a little bit easier for parents, especially the ones that want to go to camp with their students, because this is a great way. You know, you can't help out during the day because you got to work. If you're able to go in the evening time, you can help out and be on staff for a Twilight camp. It's actually really easy. You do have to register as a leader and do the youth protection training and all those kind of little training things to get ready for camp. But you can be a part of camp too. So Cub Scout Day Camp and Twilight Camp are camps that are local. So it's not some 3-hour drive to Camp Rainy Mountain. This is going on in your hometown. And so for instance, here in Lawrenceville, we have two that are in the kind of Lawrenceville area. One's more in kind of on the Decula side of Lawrenceville, and one is more on the, I guess, Sewanee side of Lawrenceville, kind of in the Lawrenceville, Sewanee area. But it's like that just about in every county. There's day camps and twilight camps in just about every district, at least one in every district, and more than one in most cases. And so find the one that's local to you. When you hit that QR code there, it takes you to our council's day camp sign up page, but scroll all the way through and look for your city. For instance, in the Appalachia district, if you live near the Buford, Sugar Hill, Sewanee area, you might want to go to the Buford Day Camp. And so that's and it tells you the location of that camp and the dates for it. All the dates are set. It's all on our calendar right now for Invention Convention. It's going to be so much fun. This is a great video to share with your parents as well, leaders. So if you watch this and glean a lot of information, there's a lot of information about camp coming up in the near future here, especially on our next live stream program, where we'll talk about how to get ready for Cub Scout Day Camp and Twilight Camp. So be on the lookout for that and stay tuned on this channel. Next up in the summer of Cub Fun is Scoutland Summer Quest, a 6-part Cub Scout summer series featuring these 6 programs. And I just want to show it to you that it's got some new ones. This was very popular last year, and we sold out of season passes. Looks like we're going to sell out of season passes this year, too. There's only a handful left. So if you were thinking you wanted to get in on the season pass action, this is the time. Go register. We're featuring 6 programs. And the season pass options, by the way, there's a season pass option if you just want to do 2. So there's a I forget what it's called, but you can choose a premium pass for 2 events. Select any 2 on the board and purchase your season pass that way. Those will sell out. Also, the premium pass for 4 events, you can choose up to 4 events in that selection, or you can get the Silver Elite Pass and become one of the Silver Elite members. A special patch for season pass holders that is different from the regular Scoutland Quest patch. By the way, you get a patch already if you just go to one of them. By the way, so but all of them featuring some kind of high quality, high end craft that you'll do and take home at the event. Plus just some memorable activities that will sort of delve into the subject of whatever quest you're on. So, and let me just read them to you if you can't see it too good. It's Bug Crawl is one of the first ones, and Pond Life. Also, the very popular Will Fill Up, Will Sell Out Rocket Academy. Treasure Cove is the canoeing adventure, and Trailblazer is one of the newest ones where we'll actually get to ride our bikes all over Scoutland. There's no other event where you get to do that, by the way. Bring your bike, bring your helmet. No scooters, just bikes and helmets, and you got to already be able to ride your bike. But even if you're not that good at it, we're going to have some teenagers on the hand to help us learn how to be better bike riders. Trailblazer is going to be so cool. It's the newest one on the board. And then, of course, the very popular Fish Camp. And because of its popularity, there's actually going to be 2 sessions, morning and afternoon, of Fish Camp. So go online, click that QR code, and check out the Scoutland Summer Quest series with the season pass options available. And look at the calendar of events going on and take part in one of the most fun and exciting events of the summer. It's the Scoutland Summer Quest. And coming up after that, in the month of July, after all is said and done for Scouts BSA, it is Cub Scout Summer Splash at beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain. And here's the dates for that. We haven't actually talked about this very much. We've mentioned it a couple of times in the Summer of Cub Fun segments, but we haven't really talked a lot about. So Cub Scout Summer Splash is our only overnight resident camping experience for Cub Scouts. It's the only one, and it spans 4 days and 3 nights. You go to Camp Rainy Mountain on a Sunday afternoon. And also, it's called Summer Splash because this is actually from parent comments about how there's never any time to learn how to do the swim test or complete aquanaut or complete the aquatics sections of each of the rank advancements. And so this one, when you go to Cub Scout Summer Splash, we don't just throw you in the lake. You're actually going to get to work with professional, seasoned, and trained summer camp staff members from the Rainy Mountain camp staff, and they're actual real lifeguards. And in most cases, it will be one-on-one or one with 2 or 3 Cub Scouts at a time. A very high instructor or a very low instructor to student ratio, so that they'll actually have a chance to learn how to swim and learn how to do the skills that they need to be able to pass. A lot of times it's not that a Cub Scout can't swim, it's more that they just don't have the endurance, or they don't have like some of the little techniques. I'm a swimming instructor by trade as well. That's how I came up into the scouting profession, is I worked on the camp staff at Rainy Mountain as well. So I've worked with these guys before. I've been through their training, and I know what it takes to work with younger scouts. And I know, like a lot of times it's just overcoming fears, right? Sometimes it's helping parents overcome their fears of their child in the water. This is a great opportunity if you're a parent that has no clue and doesn't want to spend, hundreds of dollars. I think I saw a post on Facebook last week that it was somewhere around like $35 for 1 half-hour session to take your kid to the pool and have an instructor teach them how to swim. This is not even close to that, by the way. This is so much more affordable. Plus, you get the camping out of it and the professional staff. You don't have to plan your own food. You don't have to bring any of your camping gear. All of that is provided for you in the resident camping experience that is Cub Scout Summer Splash. So let's dive into that a little more. What are your questions about the summer of Cub Fun? Drop it in the comments right now, and we're going to do a special live stream show that is just about these three events. And I want you to share that with some of your parents as well and really promote it. We're going to have the dates for that very soon, in the next couple of weeks, probably right after spring break, but a chance to just get parents oriented to be able to ask a lot of questions about the Summer of Cub Fun series, all of the events, any question that you might have. But if you have one right now, drop it down in the comments, and we'll get prepared and make sure that we can answer that for you right away so that you can get registered for your next big adventure in Cub Scouts this summer. We have so many fun things planned, and we want you to be a part of it. So go online now, nega-bsa.org, and look for the square on the front page that says Summer of Cub Fun. It'll take you to all of the slides that I just showed you: the Scoutland Summer Quest, Invention Convention, and Cub Scout Summer Splash. So let's keep going in the news and notes today, and I'll try to burn through the rest of these because you've seen a lot of them. But don't forget, Scout Night with the Stripers coming up on May 30th is our baseball game, and we'll see you in section 115. I'm going to be there. I know Alex is going to be there. I know a bunch of other guys that are already planning to go. We still need a pack or a troop that wants to do the flag ceremony down on the field. Everybody's going to get to do the parade walk around the outside of the field at the beginning of the game. And also, we always schedule this on a Friday night so that you can enjoy Friday night fireworks and a chance to visit with Chopper when you get there as well. So the Scout Night with the Stripers is always a fun event, and hundreds of scouts come to this one every year at Coolray Field, May 30th. Get your tickets now. I'll biggie size that one more time, and you can grab that QR code so that you can join us for Scout Night with the Gwinnett Stripers. I'm so excited for baseball. Spring is in the air, and I can't wait, which is why I'm excited about that. This segment brought to you by the Mowogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow. And stay tuned for future episodes and upcoming, because we're going to highlight some of the things going on in the Order of the Arrow. Maybe get a chance to talk to some OA folks in one of our upcoming episodes, as well as they are big sponsors and big supporters of this channel and this show. And summer camp and camping promotions is one of their big things, but making sure that camps go well behind the scenes is one of the main functions of the OA, and the Mowogo Lodge is very dedicated to that. It's why when you go to Scoutland or Camp Rotary or beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain, it's always looking great, even after a major storm hits, or 3 inches of snow and trees falling down. Camp always seems to look like it's at least ready for us when we get there, and that's in no small part to the Mowogo Lodge and the Order of the Arrow. Thank an Arrowman the next time you're out at camp, you guys. Coming up in the summer series for Scouts BSA is Pathfinders. There's going to be a special show just about Pathfinders as well, but Pathfinders offering 43 plus merit badges this summer. A lot of aquatic stuff that we've added back, and a lot of popular things, Eagle required badges, especially things in the STEM and the trades. So take a look at our offerings this year for Pathfinders at Scoutland. And if you'd like, Pathfinders is made possible by volunteer support. So if you're one of those that can teach a merit badge, maybe you'd like to join us for Pathfinders as a staff member. We want you on the staff. Pathfinders, you can join the staff now. Click the QR code there. and it takes you to the page. There's a special green button that you're looking for to be on the staff, and you can get registered to be a staff member. Also, just to remind you about the Summer Squad, and there's actually going to be more information about this in a future live stream episode as well. But we want to make sure to put this out in front of you. The Summer Squad is a chance for scouts who, want to do another week at summer camp. Maybe your troop is going to summer camp, but you can't go that week. Join a summer squad. It is really important, by the way, especially those of you that just crossed over. Every scout should go to summer camp. It is the pinnacle of your scouting year. And even if you can't go with your own troop, there's always different reasons why. But Summer Squad makes that possible. A chance to go to beautiful Camp Rainy Mountain for a week of Scout Summer Camp and enjoy it almost as if the same as if you were with your troop. You'll be put in a squad, a group of scouts who are in the same boat with you, many of which you'll get to either meet or get to know beforehand. We'll try to put you with leaders and scouts that you either already know or feel comfortable with, and so we work really hard actually to match you with the right squad. And you can go to summer camp any of the weeks that we offer summer camp. If your troop's not going the week that you want to go, join a summer squad. And there's going to be more about that, and you'll actually see some promos in your inbox about summer squad. So stay tuned for that as well. This show is about tips, tricks, and best practices on how to help you be better prepared for your next big adventure to Northeast Georgia and beyond, especially if you're going to Camp Rainy Mountain or Scoutland in the coming weeks. And I wanted to share this little segment with you. Today's camping tips, 4 things you definitely don't want to forget. I actually just thought of these off the top of my head, but I was thinking, man, if I were at camp right now, what are first, the way I guess I sort of approach this is every time I get to camp, what's the one thing I gotta that I always forget, because I didn't write it down on the list. So let's just look at it. So the first one, this is pretty essential. I actually, when I'm talking about day camp or twilight camp, I mean, I send an email every single day, and at the very top of it, it says, bring your water bottle. And there is always a scout that forgets his water bottle. I mean, it says it every single day. So it goes without saying, bring your water bottle. And for show and tell purposes, I had this old school canteen that I dug out of the chuck box. But anyway, don't forget your water bottle, and make sure to write your name on it as well. That's so important. So, if you have a Nalgene or a hydro flask, whatever your water bottle, make sure you have your water bottle. Make sure, it's got your name on it or at least some telltale stickers. Also, one thing that I see scouts forget, especially scouts, BSA scouts, but Cub Scouts, you shouldn't forget this either, is your handbook. And so when you go to camp, you got to have your handbook because you got to get signed off on stuff. You're going to accomplish things. Don't forget your handbook. If you're wondering why my handbook looks different than yours, this is my actual handbook from the 1990s. So it's got like the old school drawings in it too. That's a little bit of a show and tell thing. So look at these pictures. No, there was very few photos. I'm surprised it was even in color. But anyway, I'm not that old, but um, don't forget your handbook when you go to camp. If you're going to Pathfinders, you should be bringing your merit badge pamphlet when you go. Be prepared. Have your own materials. But the main reason for having your scout handbook, scouts, BSA participants, this should be glued to you in the summertime. You're going to get signed off on stuff all the time. Also, make sure that your name is written on it as well. Put a jacket on it if you can, for protection, because that's got to follow you for your whole scouting career. Okay, and then another one, sunscreen and bug repellent. So I'm just going to do these two together. Sunscreen and bug repellent. Don't forget your sunscreen and your bug repellent. These are two things that, gosh, you just really can't do without. I know you kind of get out there and it's all fun and games, but it only takes a minute or two to burn. And so put on your sunscreen, and be prepared for that. Bring your own sunscreen. Don't rely on others. And then also just bug repellent will help you to have a more comfortable and easy time. Those are just the 4 off the top of my head in the camping tips segment. Did I forget something? Is there something that you hate it when you forget it, or just don't want a scout to forget theirs, that is more deserving to be included in the four things you definitely don't want to forget segment, because I want to hear about it. Drop that down in the comments right now. What are some of the things that you definitely don't want to forget when you go on your next camp out? And put that down in the comments. Maybe we'll include it in our next episode of 12 Points. That is our show today. Hey, listen, put this on your schedule too. The next 12 Points live stream is coming up April 13th, and this is a very special episode of 12 Points live stream. It'll include Alex and Phil and a special guest. We're going to be talking about fall recruitment. I know that's like a long way off, but how to get more scouts to join your pack or troop by following the fall recruitment plan, but also just some great tips and tricks on how to expand and grow your pack or troops membership this year, and you can start right now. Even planning for fall roundup and fall roundup success really starts kind of like right now. And we're gonna have some tips, tricks, and best practices on that on the April 13th show. It's a live stream. We do that one live on Sunday night, and it's a new time. We're going to 7 o'clock. In other words, a little bit later, especially for those that have little kids that want to put them to sleep before you watch the show. Join us on the show because we got prizes and giveaways. And of course, the three of us will be on for the live stream broadcast. It's a lot of fun. It's interactive. You can ask questions and do shout outs throughout the show if you've never joined us for the 12 Points live stream. If you enjoy this show, or you're enjoying this type of content, will you hit that like button, especially if we earned it? Hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe and click that bell for notifications. We want to say from all of us here at 12 Points, thanks, and we'll see you at camp real soon, everybody. And if you like this video, why don't you check out some of these other videos?